Hey, good afternoon, business owners. Today we're going to use Thrive Leads to create our holiday promotions. So this is the back end of my WordPress site. And so this is how all WordPress sites look from the back end. And we've installed Thrive Leads, and that is the product I'm going to show you today that will make it so easy for you to set up your holiday promotions. So, as you can see, I have lots of different promotions set up here. We are going to take a look at a new lead group so that I can show you how to get this set up. So we're going to open a lead group, and when you open up a lead group, so there are different ways that you can do this. There are lead groups, there are short codes, and there are Thrive boxes. They also have a thing called Sign Up Segue, which is for people who have already signed up for your list. So that you're not making them sign up again, you can set up a Sign Up Segue for any of your promotions to include in your email promotion. So when you send out your emails, you would put this link in the email, and then that way when they click on it, when someone who is already on your list clicks on it, they will go straight to whatever you're offering. So if you're offering some kind of lead magnet or free resource or something that they can download, they will be able to get that without having to sign up again. There's nothing more frustrating than when you have already signed up for someone's information to learn more about their company, and then they have a promotion and they make you sign up again. So this is a way that you can look more professional, more like you know what you're doing by using a sign up segue. But today we're going to set up a lead group because lead groups give you the ability to put your promotion on any page on your site. So if you're on WordPress, that means you might have a blog, you might have a shop, you might have both. And when you have a lead group, that enables you to set these promotions so that they pop up on any page or post. Okay, so let's add a new one. We're going to call this Holiday Promo, and I'm just doing this for testing purposes. But I do plan to set up a promotion. Now, what this does is it puts you at the very bottom of the lead group set. And so once you get this set up, you want to move it up to the top, and I will definitely show you how to do that. So once you have the promotion named, then you want to go over here and you want to click on this down arrow, and it's going to say, click on the down arrow, and it's going to say you don't have any opt-in forms created yet. Click the add new button to create one. So we're going to click this button. Now look at all the different types of forms that you can set up. We're going to set up a lightbox today because that is going to be the thing that gets the most attention. However, you can put a lightbox, or not a lightbox, you can put an opt-in form within your content. You can put it in your footer. You can create a ribbon that goes across, or like a lot of ribbons will go across the top, but you can also set your ribbons to go across the bottom. You can do a screen filler lightbox. You can do a scroll mat. You can have your form slide in from the left or the right or the top or the bottom. You can even create a widget for your sidebar. And this allows you to do any custom coding if you know how to do that. But you see all the different options you have. We're going to select Lightbox. Okay, so now we've got our Lightbox. The other great thing that I want to show you is that if you get stuck, there are videos that show you how to do certain things. So you're not going to be just, hanging out there, not knowing what to do next. You can always click on a video that will show you how to get to the next step. But we're going to just kind of slide over here to the right, and I'm going to show you add the next step, add a form. So it tells you exactly what to do. We're going to add a form. And then when this opens, you're going to see all the different types of forms that you have available. Okay, so I made a mistake. So instead of seeing all the different forms, you have to click on this button that says create form. So now we got to name it whatever we want to name it. I'm just going to say holiday form. I'm going to click on create form. And then it's going to give us some options for how we want this to be triggered. We can have this display immediately on page load. I would recommend that you kind of give it a couple of seconds after page load to give the person an opportunity, because what will happen is someone will see whatever the page is that you put this on. They'll see that page maybe on social media, or they'll be on your blog looking around and they'll find that page and they'll click on it because they want to read the content on that page or on that post, or they want to look at that product. And so if you have a pop-up that comes up as soon as they open the page and they don't get an opportunity to even see what they wanted to see, that could be an issue. So I always say that this will show after a certain period of time. Now you can say maybe 10 seconds. I would say, I'm going to say 20 seconds after page load. And then you can also click on smart exit, because what ends up happening is when someone is on a cell phone, this is not going to behave the same way as if they were on a tablet or on a desktop. So with smart exit, if they decide that they want to move on to another page, this will automatically pop up before they leave your page. So that gives them another opportunity to click on your offer, whatever it is that you're offering on your page. Okay, so now we got the trigger. We can also have this display. I think every 7 days is too far out. I'm going to say every 2 days. So that way, if someone comes back to your page and maybe they, left for whatever reason and they come back the same day, or even if they come back the next day, they're not going to be bombarded with your pop-up. So you don't want to bombard people with your pop-up, but you do want it to be shown often enough that they will actually see it. And then you can also set up an animation where it'll zoom in, it'll come in from the top or the bottom or whatever. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to move on. Now, in order to create your form, you need to click on this little pencil icon. And this is where all the items are going to pop up. Okay, so now that everything has loaded, this is the Thrive Leads library. So you can start out with a blank template, but look at all the different done for you templates that you can use for your lead generation form. And these are all editable. You can change them however you would like. But this is the great thing about Thrive Leads. They really give you a lot to choose from. Now, you can get fancy with this. I like to keep my forms pretty basic. But the thing that I wanted to show you is you have some color coordinated opt-in forms. You have some discount. So like if you want to put this in your shop and you want to give people a discount of some kind, or you're having a sale, here's something that you could use. And they're all basically geared toward different niches. So you just kind of find, something that matches what you're doing. And then you can choose different formats, even though, you may be into the fitness niche. There will probably be 3 or 4 different templates under the fitness niche. And it all depends on what you want your prospects or your potential customers to do. Do you want to make it easy for them? Do you want to make it hard for them? And I try to make it as easy as possible. I find that works best. So now what I wanted to really show you was they have some that are formatted for the fall season. They have some that are formatted for Black Friday. They have a goodbye summer sale. That would really be good for like the back to school time frame, like the end of July or maybe the end of August. You can have a goodbye summer sale. Here's Black Friday. Here's another goodbye summer sale. And the thing that I like about these as well is that they have countdown timers. Countdown timers can be your best friend when you're trying to be informative. So if you're trying to kind of play people or manipulate people, I've seen people do that with countdown timers. I don't think that's a good idea. But if you're having a sale and you want to put a countdown timer on there, letting people know that this sale is going to end on a certain date, and they see the clock ticking, they see it counting down, that is a real, it really does motivate people to take action. Either they want your product or they don't. So if they, or not your product, but your offer, whatever that offer is, they either want it or they don't. And you can set a countdown timer to kind of make that, you know, that sense of urgency kick in. Now, there's a back to school sale as well. Here is just kind of a plain pop-up that you could have. So it really just depends on your style and, you know, what you want to accomplish. Do you want to provide a sale? Do you want to motivate someone to get on your list? Do you want to help someone maybe sign up for a course? So here, improve your skills. That might be a good one for someone who is offering a course. Do you sell furniture? Are you into fitness? Are you giving that discount? Maybe this is a good, in my opinion, this is a good pop-up for the fall season. It looks really, in my opinion, it looks really fallish. So you can see all the things that you have to offer here. So I just wanted to kind of give you that heads up that these are some of the things that you can do, and they make it really, really easy for you to promote any kind of an offer using these pop-ups. If you're not using pop-ups, this is the time to do it during the holiday season. You want people to know, you know, what you have to offer. So you want to put your best offer in this pop-up, whether it's a freebie that gets people on your list, whether it's a sale that you're having, maybe you're doing a BOGO sale. And I actually have an article that walks you through all the different things that you can do to really drum up business for the holiday season. So I'm going to put that below this video. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that this is Black Friday, that we want to promote our Black Friday deals. Black Friday is about maybe, a month from now? But you want to start getting people primed and ready for your sales. So what you can do right now is we're going to click on, let's see, do we want to do this one? I guess we do. We're going to choose that template, and we're just going to maybe, instead of calling this a Black Friday sale, we are going to call this our holiday promotion. And maybe we'll call this a fall festival. So this will be our fall festival sale. It's going to run for a week. And we're going to give people maybe 40% off in our shop. That's a lot. So maybe I'll do 30%. You want something that's really going to grab attention and make people motivated to visit your shop. Okay, so now we've got our template loaded. We're just going to call this a fall festival sale. We're going to take this image out, and we're going to upload maybe an image. And I'm going to pause for a second and get the image, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our image and our fall festival sale. Now we're just going to set up our timer. So let's say that our sale is going to end on, we'll run it from Sunday to Saturday. So it's going to end then, and we're going to show the days. Let's see. The days, the hours. We don't necessarily need the seconds, but, okay, so then we're going to save our design. Now, this looks pretty good. I mean, you can really change anything in here. You could, we did say we weren't going to do 50%. We were going to do 30% off and amazing discounts on Black Friday. We're going to say, just say amazing discounts, get up to 30% off on our products and services. So you can say whatever you want to say. We're just going to, for the sake of time, we're going to save this. And so we're done with our design, right? We are absolutely done. It's the Fall Festival sale, and it's going to run until next Saturday. All right, so now we're going to go back to we're going to save. Make sure you save everything that you do, and then you're going to go back, and we're going to tell the program exactly where we want this to show up. So now here's our holiday promo. What we want to do now is we want to designate the posts that we want this to show on. And see, right here is where you can designate where you want this to show up. So it can show up on your front page. It can show up in your blog index, and that would be a good place for it to show up on, especially on my site. A lot of people look at my blog. And then you can also do product categories. So let's say that we have a fall category in our shop. So here's fall. We might even want to look at Christmas, maybe some Halloween things. Okay, so we're just going to say that we're going to put this on our front page, our blog index, and on our pages, on our categories rather, our product categories for Christmas, Halloween, and fall. We're going to save it, and we're going to close this. Okay, so now we've got everything set up. Now we need to tell Thrive whether we want to display it on our desktop or on a mobile phone. So we're going to display it on a desktop, and let me go ahead and I'm going to close out of this for the moment so that this will update. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have refreshed the page, and that's what you'll want to do after you get everything set up and when you've told it, what pages you want stuff to appear on. Now we're ready you want to refresh the page, and now we're ready to turn on the promotion. So it's going to show on a cell phone, and it's also going to show on a desktop. All right, so now that we've got all of that done, we are going to get out of this. I'm going to pause. I'll be right back because I want to show you how this is going to look on, on those various pages. Okay, so now we're on our main page, which is our front page. We said we wanted it to show up on this page, and I'm not seeing it so far. So we do have a ribbon that shows, and I just want to show you how it looks. It's going across the very top of the page. You can put your email in, and you can click there, and you will be on our list. But I'm not seeing the actual pop-up that we just designed. So let's go to the blog post, and let's see if it's showing up there. Okay, well, it's not showing. Oh, no, that's Hustle Smarter. Okay, so I know what happened. Let me just go back really quick, and I'll fix some things, and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so now we're back on the Thrive Leads page, and the thing that I forgot to do before I got out of that is I want to move this promotion up to the top of the page, and that is where the problem lies. So the way that you have these structured is basically giving them preference. So the closer to the top that you have your promotion, the more it's going to show up. Now, the other thing that I need to do is I need to take my newsletter promo and I need to disable it while I'm running my Fall Festival promo. So if you have any other promos running on that same page, you need to disable them. And you do that by clicking these buttons right here. So now I'm going to refresh my page. And then we're going to go back to our website and we're going to try one more time. All right, just one moment. Okay, so now we're on our page and I'm still not seeing my, okay, there it is. So remember how I said I wanted it to have a delay, because when someone lands on your page, you don't want that just popping up in their face. So that is what happened. So now you can see that our Fall Festival sale is showing. It's front and center, and someone can either click on it and sign out. Now this says you missed out. So guess what else I need to do? I need to go back into my dashboard and figure out why my promotion, and I'm just going to edit this really quick. I need to figure out why my promotion didn't show my countdown timer. So just one moment. Okay, so let's look at this countdown timer. Oh, well, that makes sense because it was set for 2024. So let's set it for 2025. That would probably be a good thing. Okay, so we're in October and we're on actually October 30th. So we're going to let this run until the 8th. Okay, so now see how it populated? So we've got 8 days, 8 hours, and 2 minutes. So, and let's just go ahead and stick those seconds on there as well. So we're going to save this. And then we're going to go back to our, I don't know if this is going to refresh because I did say that I wanted it to show up every 2 days instead of, popping up every time somebody looks at a page. So let's see if it will show up on our blog post page. And hopefully it will. But if it doesn't, at least you were able to see it. And I think we've got all the issues addressed. So let's see if it pops up. We'll just kind of scroll through a few articles and see if it pops up. Okay, I'm going to pause real quick, and if it pops up, I'll be right back. Okay, so I just opened up a private browsing window just so that we could get it to pop up, right? And so what we're doing right now is we're looking at the updated, I've kind of fixed all the issues, and it's showing that we have 8 days, 8 hours, and 0 minutes to access this deal. So that is pretty much it. This is what you want to do. So then once your Fall Festival sale is over, and what I would do is I would actually get my calendar out and just, plan for all of your promotions. Now, there's also a tool that we use called Tailwind. You can set up Tailwind so that it will, advertise your Fall Festival sale. So you can set your promotion up in Tailwind, and then you can, when people come to your site, they'll be able to see this and they'll be able to take advantage of your sale. So you can set up some really cute designs in Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram that advertise your sale. You can run those automatically, automate that through Tailwind. And then you can set up that promotion to run for an entire week and then let it run, right? And that way you're not sitting in front of your computer every day trying to figure out when to post, what to post, and all of that. You can set it all up in Tailwind. And if you're not sure, if you've never heard of Tailwind or you don't know how to use it, I will put a link to that below this video as well as the article that I talked about earlier. So you want to get, this is the time. I mean, we're at the end of October. So you definitely want to get these Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, New Year's. You want to get all those promotions scheduled out, and you want to use a tool like Thrive Leads. If you're on WordPress, you can use Thrive Leads to set these up so that they run at the specified time. Okay? All right, so thank you so much for hanging out with me. And as you can see, we've been on this video for about 25 minutes. It doesn't take long to get this set up, but this can really help you to build your list, and it can also help you to make money during the holiday season. All right, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.